Members of the feederism community are total simps, hell you knew that. But from an outsider's perspective, you'll find that the feederism creators' partners, which in this case, are mostly male, are acting like future and current cuckolds. These are so-called men, in the feederism community, that allow their wives, who are creators in the community, to perform sexual acts with other women and men on camera. Personally, we got really sick observing this. Obviously this is cuckolding. For those of you who aren't aware of what that is, it's pathetic men that allow their girlfriends or wives to sleep with other men, and really, women as well, while the husband makes the bed after they're finished. Or the roles can reverse, which is known as a married woman being a cuck queen. Basically someone who is a pushover that allows themselves to be played. And with this, by the looks of it, we might have ourselves people like this in the fat fetish feederism community. We didn't think things could get any worse, but we were wrong. Whether it's the men allowing their wives to be exploited performing sexual acts on camera, like Candy's husband allows, hell you knew that. Or giving their wives permission to perform sexual favors on camera to other people, like Reiinapop's partner allows. All of this is totally insane, and we're going to be releasing new motivating segments in the future that will help you escape anything related to what we're going to be talking about this evening. And really help you explore what your great-grandparents sacrificed that led to your existence, which would make any reasonable person realize that they don't need any of this in their life. Make the change and leave the fat fetish feederism community behind, it's incredibly pathetic. And the ones that are producing the videos are complete failures committing deadly sins. But forget about them, you owe it to yourself and your ancestors that went through real hell for you to live this life. And you're going to spend it in a self-entitled fantasy world on your knees with a leash around your neck? So turn off the phone, get out there and be someone. And this evening's segment should make that incredibly easy to do. Roll the intro. Now imagine you're on the internet searching for something or someone to pleasure you. Some may find themselves searching for feederism-related content. Now obviously you were just thinking that it's no big deal until you realize that the creators place themselves on a power pedestal, with you being the pathetic and submissive viewer. Sometimes we have to ask ourselves questions like, am I worth more than this? Is this what I'm going to devote my life to? What do I want out of this life? Am I really willing to spend it being on a leash with the decision maker that has absolutely no respect for me, keeping me in my place? Especially knowing that the ones keeping you in your place are literal failures. These people, specifically the ones that create fat fetish videos, were not able to accomplish what they could have if they actually gave the effort they had in them. But they didn't, and now they want everything handed to them. Which is where the viewers come in. The viewers have no power. Their main job is to be on a leash and give in to those who have no respect for them. And they never really looked in the mirror and thought, why am I such a I could be more, and have more energy, and get my strength back that I had when I was younger that I miss so much. Now we on this show have heard stories from mostly young men going through this, and you can bet we will assist you and stand by your side, to get you away from this nightmarish hellhole in future segments. We will tell you how to do that, and the women as well. Even though there's not as many of you trapped with these problems at home, we can still help you. So back to the community, we witnessed Reiinapop, and this is all on camera, on her knees performing mature acts on some big, I'm not going to say what. We are not showing it, but we will post a half-censored version on Twitter so you can see it for yourself. Analyzing the uncensored version of this photo, well obviously you have to ask yourself, why am I even here? I'm worth a lot more than anything related to this. Now seeing the uncensored photo by checking the first tag below, you would also think, how could anyone take Reiinapop seriously? Does this make Reina a hero? Is this not a violation of the vows she may have given to her boyfriend that would guarantee a lifelong relationship? And the fact that Reina's boyfriend or whatever he is, we never saw his preferred pronouns so they might use she, her, or it. We honestly don't know anymore what the hell is going on with the pronouns. We'll have to research that, so the feederism creators don't throw a fit. Regardless, Reina's boyfriend, is allowing the sexual exploitation of his, or their, girlfriend. This would make everyone assume he's I'm not saying what, but at the very least, he would be your average modern-day liberal? We really don't know what to call him, or her, or it, or rem, or zem, or whatever, sorry. Now since our last Reiinapop video which went in depth about her consistent political rants, we noticed that she's not finished and likely will never be until she leaves the community. A fast run though of Reina's new political statements would reveal that she's an apparent voice for everyone to fight for trans rights, and informing everyone to end systemic racism. Reina, you are on your knees on camera performing sexual acts for others while you're already in a serious relationship. Who do you really think is taking you seriously? This ain't the teddy bear picnic. We believe no one is taking this political fantasy from Reina seriously, other than a few fake friends in the community who only meet up for the money. This is from the shock value that the collaboration is likely to bring. It's all about money and how the community's creators can obtain more attention, which again leads to more money. Reina, what you do that you think is a job can be done by anyone on earth. We just refuse to get on our knees for obese political heads that likely want to use us for extra money. It's all nonsense across the board. The only ones that are left are the ones that hate working hard and giving effort. The vast majority of Reina's follower base are not even registered to vote. It's literally the same blue-haired subgeniuses that rage about systemic racism on Twitter, do nothing, and then masturbate. Still, this is a political theater created by feederism creators to bring more attention, which they think will generate more money. So how could you take them seriously? You couldn't, because you know they're here for your money. Reina didn't used to give political advice to the general public. There was once a time when you could say she was some hotshot who generally loved making videos for the same depressed young men. But now, well, it's obvious things have changed. The community's creators have absolutely nothing going for them, and now they're desperate for your money. The question is, are you going to give in? Or are you going to have a sense of pride? We want real men back, and the community is slithering in, actively sabotaging them for personal monetary gain. Now, if what you heard, and can see by checking the first tag below, didn't motivate you to leave the feederism fat fetish creators behind, well then, please stay with us.